Hey legends, Nikki Hassett here, and you can hear my lovely bird in the background, Happy. He is very happy at the moment, he's got lots to say. Anywho, today, talking about big decisions, ideas, taking action as always, because it all comes down to what we can do each and every day, but bringing a playfulness into it, okay? So sometimes we have big decisions that need to be made about something that we're creating or thinking about or evolving into, and the only downside there is that we can get stuck into what about this and what about that, and let me research it some more, and let me workshop it with this friend, and this friend thinks different to this friend, and let me go and show so and so, and suddenly we've got this whole stream of ideas and people thinking this, and how about you try this, and at the end of the day there's not progress happening forward. So it's kind of like the progress is happening, it's not even happening, but it's all on sort of the same line, rather than, you know, playing around on the same line of the field, rather than progressing forward onto that, or moving upwards. If you imagine the line that way, it's kind of staying on the horizontal line rather than heading up vertically, elevating, you know what I mean? So the idea being is to keep making decisions, keep trying things. Often the thing is, often what our gut says initially around that vicinity is, say it was a name for something, that's often the name that you'll end up using. If there's something you're not sure about, often tweaking one of those words, if we're saying it's a name idea, often tweaking one of those words by using a thesaurus or something like that might end up getting you, like, you know, the reverberated, like the better than ever, yeah, that's the one of the name. That's just an example basically, but we're evolving human spiritual beings, okay? So we're going to change, our minds are going to change, our adventures, you know, our journeys are going to require us to change. And you know what? You can change things down the track, but if you've got all of these creations and all of these decisions that you made and all of these experiences that you have had, because you've now down and gone, let's rock with that because that feels right now, you're going to have all of these things that you can then go and change and, you know, rebrand, for example, or rename, or whatever the project might be, the creation, down the track. But if you then think of another name, or you finally decide on the best name ever 5 years down the track, then you're starting from scratch 5 years down the track. You don't have anything there to work from. So in my mind, I think it would be better to have something to work from and like evolve and make it a little bit shinier and golder and brighter, than to then start from scratch once you know I'm secure, I'm brave enough, I'm courageous enough in that now, 5 years down the track, I have the magical name. Now that's just an example. You can apply this idea to whatever it might be, but just get started, definitely. And just rock with it. If there's something feels right now, go with that, play around with it, just make it happen, and just know that, hey, there's flow in it. You can change it down, change it in the future. Okay, so don't let research basically and everyone else's opinions get in the way of moving ahead. And maybe it's the time to choose, when you've got, like, for your particular different decision makings that you need to make, who those go-to people are going to be. And it might be different people in different fields of your decision making, like, you know, within relationships or family or work or spirituality. You might have different go-to people, but maybe don't have 20 go-to people in each vicinity, or you're just going to get a muddled mind. It's about simplicity, sticking with joy, sticking with feeling good, having flow, and not taking things so seriously. Bring playfulness into it, and you can evolve in the future. We're going to evolve anyway, so don't make things such a big deal. Keep moving forward, have faith in yourself, and you've got this, baby.